we're back with our player to watch. We do this every year, I think. Or did we just do it once?
Ooh, we only did it last year, but...
We only did it last year, but did we? I'm sure we did it. Have we not done it twice? Or did I do it on my own 2 years ago?
You might have done it on your own.
Maybe. Anyway, we're here with our player to watch for every single Premier League club this season, starting off with Arsenal. But I do need to apologise to Wolves fans because we always leave them to the end because that's just how it goes. But
yeah.
Sorry, Wolves fans, we'll get to you later. Yeah. Arsenal, anyway, who are you going for?
So I'm going for someone. I think there's gonna be, in this video there's gonna be a lot of new signs, but for someone I'm going for someone who's basically like a new signing.
Yeah.
I've gone for Jurrien Timber. You know, injured a lot last season.
Yeah.
And I mean by a lot, I think I played one game.
He didn't even play that. I've got him as well. I've got him as well. I saw it. Well, he only played half an hour, I think, in the opening day. Did his ACL. Didn't feature again. So it's a good pick. It's literally like a new signing. He can play anywhere across the back line, I suppose. I think he'll play left back mostly.
Probably.
It's the weakest part of the defence, isn't it? So I think he'll go there. Maybe swap him with Calafiori a little bit. But yeah, I agree definitely with Timber. Anyway, Aston Villa. Because this one was hard for me a little bit.
See, it wasn't too hard for me, but maybe that's because I already had someone in my head who I was like, I think he's going to be good this season.
Yeah.
So I've gone for Morgan Rogers personally.
I've also gone for Morgan Rogers.
I think he came in January last year.
He did, yeah.
So, 6 months, getting used to the play, the way they play, the manager, the teammates. So I think this season's going to kick on a lot. And I think he did look good last season.
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah, he looked amazing in pre-season anyway. That's mainly why I've gone for him. But again, I liked him a little bit in spells for Villa last year when he started to feature. And I think that spot's opened up with Diaby leaving as well. So I think there'll be plenty more game time ready for him this 100%. Season. Over to Bournemouth, because this one's interesting. Like, Bournemouth have got quite a different team, I'd say. Obviously, they've lost the main man Solanke, not replaced him yet. But who have you gone for?
Like you say, they lost Solanke, and I think there's got to be someone who knew it's going to be a talisman. You might sign someone, but as we stand, there's no striker.
There's no one at the minute, no.
Enes Unal.
Yeah, Enes Unal. I mean, they've got Dan Jebison.
So I've gone for Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah, I really liked him last year.
Good last season. I think he could play in that striker role. He did do for Bristol City before joining to Bournemouth. Was out on the left, I believe, last season.
To be fair, he just played. Yeah. He just played.
He did play along. I don't think he actually missed a game.
He was I really like Semenyo.
Yeah, 100%.
I really like him. I've gone for a new sign. I've gone for Dean Huijsen, something like that. I think he's a Spanish defender. Brought him from Juventus, £20 million. So it's a big price tag, but he came off the back of an okay loan spell at Roma last year. Okay. But yeah, I think he's going to be the one to get Senesi out of the team and maybe partner Zabani for the long run. So
interesting.
I think he'll fit into Iraiola's system very well. That's why I've gone for him. Brentford. Do you want me to start for this one?
You can do.
There's not many options, so I've gone for Fabio Carvalho.
I've also gone for Fabio Carvalho.
There's not many options.
Is he official yet? Because
he is official. Okay. He was official yesterday. 100%.
Perfect.
It's he's moved from Liverpool. Mainly, he finally just gets his chance to play first team football in the Premier League. That's the only 100%. Reason.
I seen him last season at Leipzig.
He wasn't great there.
No.
He was good at Hull, second half of the season.
But that's Hull.
Exactly. And he's a lot better than Championship, isn't he?
He's got... I see him at Leipzig. I see him play half an hour against City.
Yeah.
And he scored an offside goal.
If that's anything to go by.
We'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, Fabio Carvalho, I think because he's going to be playing first team football, we're going to see a lot more of him.
100%.
Brighton, I've gone for Minter.
Oh, I like that shout. Between him and the man I've gone for.
Yeah,
Before Minter.
Minter, again, he's a really exciting winger. He's a young player. Brighton seem to do well with young players when they come through. Yeah. He had an alright loan spell at Feyenoord with Arne Slot last year. Yeah. So, again, he might be fitting into the Premier League quite well. But I think the manager will give him a lot of minutes, 100% this season. I think he'll be one of them players that will be integrating with the squad very early on. So, Yakuba Minter is my player to watch for Brighton.
I like it. Sticking on the theme of young players, I've gone for Valentin Barco.
Oh.
Personally, I think the left-back slot is up in the air for Brighton
grabs,
at the minute. So I think if he comes in, I think he's going to start this weekend.
Yeah.
So
I believe Estepinan's out for the first few months.
That's what I think.
That's why I think he might be able to take that.
So
take that spot.
if he can play well, I think the shirt should be his until he loses it, I guess.
That's a good shout, to be fair.
That's who I've gone for, Barco.
For Chelsea,
who
have you gone for? Because again, they've signed about 35 players.
They have, and I've gone for none of them.
I've not either.
I've gone for Nkunku.
Oh, okay.
Injured a bit last season, didn't feature as much as we thought. So this season, I think he's going to kick on almost like a new signing, you could say.
Yeah. We're going to use that a lot this video. I think.
Yeah, still not got a recognised number 9 really.
No.
Jackson is a bit rubbish.
I do like Nkunku because he can play anywhere, literally anywhere across front four. Really,
that's what I think. I think Chelsea is going to start playing with a bit more into
I agree.
play. Is that the word?
I could see Palmer swapping players as a false nine and Nkunku.
Neto.
Yeah, I can see a lot of that happening.
I like that though.
I've gone for a player they brought in last summer, struggled with injury off the back of a £40 million move. I've gone for Lavia.
Oh, I don't mind that shot.
I think he's going to. I think Maresca really likes him, and I think he's going to start him in that midfield. I think Enzo might take a while to get back integrated in the team, so I think it might be Caicedo and Lavia. So he just needs to take his chance. That's all he needs to do. When he gets it given, he needs to take his chance.
100%.
Crystal Palace, hit me.
I've gone for this. Might be my last year. I had Alex Myton.
That was the rogue on of last year.
It's not as rogue, but I've gone for Raksaki.
Okay.
You know, I think
I've got 1 point to make on that, but I'll let you talk first.
He's definitely going out on loan, isn't he?
That's what I was going to say. It might not be a loan move. I think Sheffield United are trying to buy him.
Please don't.
So that's my only
Sheffield
thing.
United, no, don't.
That's my only thing.
Alex Myton did that last season.
I know Leeds turned down a bid already for him.
That's what I mean. That's what I was going to come to in a minute. I was £20 million bid rejected. I think that me says he's either in the plans or they expect more of him.
Yeah.
Which would say to me Premier League move.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Either way, that's the one I've gone for. Mainly because you can't say Mateta was good last season. You might have gone for Mateta. But he's good last season. I wanted to go someone a bit rogue.
And Elise's gone as well. He might be a spot open for him. So
I think he did well in pre-season from what I see in a few clips online.
I've gone for a play again. Another one who struggled with injury last year. That's my theme of this.
Theme, yeah, I like it.
I've gone for Czech Decore in midfield. Glasner didn't really get to impress Glasner because he didn't. Glasner came in while he was injured. He didn't play at all. But I think there's a demon inside of Czech Decore.
Demon.
I think he's going to get into that midfield. And here's a little shout for you. This time next summer, he won't be at Palace. He'll be either Liverpool, Tottenham, and probably Chelsea because they sign everyone. There's my 3 clubs. He will be at one of them clubs next year, guaranteed.
I like it.
Everton. They've signed a few players. Have any of the new signings caught your? Have any of the new signings in here?
Yeah.
I've got one too. Have we got the same one? I don't think we will.
I think we might do.
Who've you got?
I've gone for Tim. I can't say his name.
Tim Erabunum.
That's the one.
From Villa.
Yeah. That's who I've gone for because he made cameo to Villa last season.
Yeah.
And I don't want to offend any Everton fans here. He's took a slight step down.
No, it's not even slight. It's a big step down. In terms of the club size, maybe not, but in terms of where they are.
Yeah. So I think he might start. They've got James Garner in the midfield. I think there's a spot there for him to take if he wants to take it and prove himself. And if you watch him play, he's like one of those midfielders where he's a brute force.
Yeah.
Reminds me a bit. I don't want to compare him to someone so big, but Yaya Toure-esque. Yaya Toure-esque. Yaya Toure-esque. Yaya Toure-esque. You could say the way he plays.
Okay. That's a big shout.
It is a big shout.
I've gone for a new signing. It's a lone one from Napoli. I've gone for Jesper Lindstrom.
Oh, I like it.
I'm really liking what I've seen of him so far in an Everton shirt. I think he's going to be in those pockets of space off the right, maybe in the number 10 role. So I think there's a big part to play for him. He's obviously only on loan, so he might as well try and impress, get a big move somewhere else or a permanent move at Everton. So
100%.
I think Everton have got great signing on the cards here with Lindstrom. Fulham, I'll kickstart with Fulham. I've gone for Smith Rowe.
I think I've also gone for Smith Rowe. Honestly, I have gone for Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe, I just want to see that Smith Rowe we saw when him and Saka were linking up at that start of that season. Was it 21, 22? 22, 23?
21, 22,
21, 22, I think it was. He's going to start playing first team football again. He's obviously coming for a big sum of money.
Yeah.
So, I I just think there's pure vibes in this Fulham team this year.
Pure vibes?
I think there is a lot of... I think there's a big... I don't know, momentum shift. I think everyone's up in the air about Fulham. A lot of people putting them down a bit, but I think that Fulham are going to have a good season. Early spoiler for the Prem prediction video, but...
Yeah, for me, the application I was using to look through the squads, I won't name drop, no I deserve.
Yeah.
They didn't have Smith Rowe on it.
Okay.
I remembered Smith Rowe, but originally I had Alex Iwobi.
Okay.
I thought this season could be one of them where, he hasn't been that
great.
He's
always been a steady Premier League player.
But I think this season he might go into something, but I've gone for Smith Rowe because it's Smith Rowe.
Right, Ipswich, the new boys. I've gone Leif Davis at left back. I think he was some player in the Championship last season. I think he's going to be the Alfie Doughty of this Premier League season, but a bit better.
Okay, a bit better, okay.
Yeah. Decent option in FPL too, maybe. And maybe even a little England call-up. We're weak in that area. We're weak in the left-back role.
He's not Northern Irish.
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought he was Northern.
I'm gonna. While you say your player, I'll check it, but I'm sure he's English.
All right, I might be wrong. Lack of ball knowledge. So I've gone for someone who isn't a new signing either.
He's English.
Ah, fuck.
I did think he was Northern Irish a little bit then, but yeah, he's English.
Lack of ball knowledge. I've gone for Amari Hutchinson.
Yeah.
They've just signed him on a permanent.
Big money as well.
Yeah. He was good last season. Probably one of their better players, if not the best player.
When he came in, yeah.
Yeah. I just think this season is one where he can prove himself in terms of maybe he either keeps them up and stays, or he proves himself if he go down and moves to a club who's still in the Prem.
Who have you got for Leicester? Another newly promoted team.
Gone for a new signing, but he was on loan last season.
Oh, yeah.
Fatawu.
Yeah.
Gone Fatawu off the wing. I think he was really good last season, actually, from what I watched of him. So I think this is a season to either, like Amari Hutchinson, either keep him up or get a bigger move.
Yeah. I've gone for Caleb Okole. Centre-back from Atalanta, I think they brought in. But yeah, I think Leicester are going to have to defend a lot this season, so I think we're going to see more of him.
100%, yeah.
He could be sort of, do you know, I think he reminds me a little bit of Bella Kotchap at Southampton a few years ago. Bella Kotchap? And he was obviously they went down, but he was sort of the star player in that team. So I think he's still at Southampton now, but... I was literally
going to say, where is he now?
Yeah, I think he had a loan move somewhere last year, but... Hey, that's who I've gone for. Caleb Okole, remember the name. Liverpool.
I've gone for Jarell Funza.
Right, okay.
Because I think
he's going to make that mark. Do you reckon
I've said this a couple of times. I think there's a shirt there for him to take.
Yeah.
Canate, not very...
He's just injury prone, isn't it?
Just injury prone.
Van Dijk.
If he can make a mark in the team, show the new manager, so new slate, clean slate.
Yeah.
Can he show himself what he's made of?
What I will say, I like Kwanzaa, but he made quite a few mistakes from what I saw last year, but he also played well. He's like one of them. Is he good enough to start for Liverpool, though?
Because he's young, I think, if Arne Slot can drill into the basics of how he wants to play, I think even if he just cuts it back to basics for the first couple of games, just plays out from the back, tackles hard, just do the basics right and he might have a chance.
Yeah. Well, I've gone for Diogo Jota. So it's not really like an up-and-coming player or anything like that, but that's not what the video's about. It's about who we think's going to have a good season, basically. And I'm smelling a little 15-goal season from Diogo Jota. I think that left side is up for grabs. I think maybe even striker Nunes doesn't really score too many goals, so it's just him staying fit. That's all it comes down to with Jota. So we'll just have to see. 100%. Who's next? Is it City? Is it your City? It's Manchester City. I think we'll have the same player here.
100%. No, 100%. If you think,
should we say it on three?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oscar Bob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oscar Bob. He is some player.
He is a good player.
He is City's best winger.
Oh my days. That's mental.
He is. He is though.
Better than Doherty, better than Grealish, better than...
If you exclude like Foden and Bernardo Silva,
yeah, okay.
So there's 3 wingers, 4 wingers.
Yeah, there's not many options, is there?
And then Doku, Savini and Grealish.
I do like it. I just hope, this is the only thing I'd say with Bob, I just hope he gets the game time he deserves. That's my only query with him.
I think he will, because from what I've read, it's him and Savio.
Savio on the right wing, yeah. And he should take that shirt, yeah.
And I think he'll start on Sunday against Chelsea. And if he puts a performance in, like I say, the shirt's his to lose.
Manchester United, my team now, I've gone Toby Collier.
Oh.
So it's a bit of a rogue one, but I think it's clear to see Ten Hag wants him to play this season. He's trusted him in a lot of the games in pre-season. He's definitely good enough to be integrated with the first team, so maybe he comes good like Mainu did last year, sort of a little rogue shout.
Yeah.
There's a lot to choose from for United because we were really bad last year. So.
I've gone for someone who... They've come in a slight mark on the first team last season.
Yeah.
In one game in particular. I went for Amad Diallo.
Yeah, he was my other choice.
Yeah. Watching the game on Saturday against City, I think he was one of the best players for United.
He did play well.
Could have easily had an assist or a goal if Mason Mount was that much quicker.
I think if you just had a striker there.
Yeah.
You just need a number 9 there, don't you?
Yeah. So for me, Amad Diallo, he proved himself in that game with Liverpool when he found that goal. That even though he didn't do the best on the way to the goal, still found the goal. I think he's got an eye for the goal.
Well, what I will say about Amad is I like wingers who play with no fear. So Oscar Bob plays with no fear. Amad they just run at players. They're not bothered about getting tackled. At least they try something.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what I was annoyed at Rashford a little bit from last year because he didn't run at players like he used to, and that's why he was so good. So wingers with no fear are always going to become good. Newcastle, I've got for Lewis Hall. I think there's a left-back spot up for grabs there.
100%.
Matt Targett's frozen out. Dan Burn needs to be shifted on. He can't be Newcastle's left-back.
No.
They've signed Lloyd Kelly. You can play there as well. But I think Lewis Hall, I don't know, there's something about him. I think the games he played last year, when he did play, he was good, and Newcastle bought him permanently, so he must have shown something. It's like a 30-40 million price tag, so he must have done something right. And I think this season will be Lewis Hall's season.
Wow. For me, I kid you not, I've got 2 names in my phone here, and I'm just going to pick one.
Just pick one now.
Tino Livramento.
Good choice again.
Because I think, and this might get me crucified.
Oh God.
There's a right back slot there.
He loves a slot, doesn't he?
And for me, Trippier's not the best anymore.
He's aging, yeah.
He's aging, and I think there could be a move in January.
Okay.
For me, there was a slight hint of a move this summer. I don't think it's going to happen now.
Yeah, West Ham were linked to
but
it.
Maybe in January he might move on. So I think Livramento might be this season showing why he's Newcastle's right back for the foreseeable future.
Nottingham
Sorry, the other one was Harvey Barnes, but I thought I'd go Livramento.
I think Livramento's a better shout.
I do, and that's why I went for him in the end.
Yeah, I think that's a better shout.
Interrupt there, though.
It's all right. Nottingham Forest, who have you gone?
This one I struggled a lot.
I really did.
This was the only one on cover we were saying where we actually wanted to pick no one at one point.
Genuinely, because they've not made many signings, and the signings they've made have been a bit like, ugh. Yeah. So, go on.
I picked one of the signings though.
So have I. I picked Elliot Anderson.
I've picked Elliot Anderson, yeah.
Can we just move on? I don't really want to talk about
Elliot Anderson, right? Your brother's on Love Island. Let's go. That's what he gets.
You picked Elliot Anderson for Newcastle last year, I remember.
I did.
That wasn't a great shout, was it?
It wasn't, but he's a year older.
He's a year older and a year wiser. Southampton. Do you know who I've gone for?
Please tell me.
Shay Charles.
The former team, I like that shout.
Again, I think it's similar to Lavia as well. I think he's going to make that stamp in the team as a young up-and-coming midfielder. I think he's going to be the number 6 when he gets the chance as well. I just think they're going to struggle, Southampton, so you're going to see a lot of changing in the team, and I think he can be the man who sort of keeps his place.
So I've gone for someone who was in the Premier League last season. I'm a big Brereton Diaz.
It's not bad.
I just think
he's got an eye
if
for
they
goal.
want to stay up, they need goals. Yeah. And who's going to score goals? The striker.
Yeah.
So I've gone for the striker.
He's a midfielder on FPL and he's in my team at the minute. Genuinely, he's a midfielder.
Interesting.
So, FPL nerds, just get him in your team.
I'm lying. One player on my list is in my team. Two.
Tottenham. I've gone for Lucas Bergvall, and you know I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah.
I've mentioned him a lot, the Swedish youngster. I've seen a bit of him in pre-season. I've seen comps of him because I remember other teams were linked to him back in like last season.
Yeah.
I think he looks the real deal, and I think I trust Ange to give him minutes in the league.
Yeah. If we was in the old setup, I'd walk off after I say this because this is very controversial.
I'm just getting my share ready. Share is ready.
I'm for Archie Gray.
I took my share back in. What's wrong with that?
I didn't know if that was going to be that controversial because I don't know how much game time he's going to get this season.
No, I think he will.
But if he plays, I honestly think there's not even a good player there. I think he has the potential to become world class at some point.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's not probably too far away. You know, how old is he? 18, 19?
Yeah, he is.
And he's already getting time for Tottenham.
Big
might start. I don't know where he's going to play though because left backs.
To be fair, he played quite a bit of right back, didn't he? For Thingy, he's a centre. He's a midfielder. He is a midfielder.
He's a midfielder.
But we'll just
maybe you could see him and Bergvall in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Let's hope so.
West Ham. I think Nicholas Fulkrug. You knew he was coming. You knew he was coming. The Werder Bremen man. I fell in love with him back in a few years ago.
And guess what? While she's there, let me just hold up his scarf because I've also gone for Fulkrug.
Yes! I think he's going to be the man to break the West Ham striker curse. There've been so many bad strikers. None of them have been able to dethrone Mikel Antonio. Nicholas Fulkrug's doing it, and he's getting 13. He's getting at least 13 goals in the Prem. Well, we're at that time, Wolves fans.
Welcome. Maybe next time we should go from the back.
You know what? That's probably a better idea, isn't it? But hey,
maybe we just go in just random
order.
We'll spin a wheel.
Okay, we'll do that next time. Anyway, for Wolves, I mean, I've gone for Daniel Podence. He's never really done it at Wolves, but he did win the league with Olympiacos. Not the league, he won the Conference League.
He did win the Conference League.
Yeah, he won the Conference League with Olympiacos. A decent loan spell, so I think he needs to start improving himself at Wolves.
I've gone for Strand Larsen.
Again, another shout I was going to go for, new signing.
Striker.
Yeah.
I
mean, they've lost Neto.
Did they ever replace Jimenez, really?
Not really. I mean, Cunha, they've got Hwang who scored a lot of goals, to be fair.
Hwang's more off the wing, I think, now, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Strand Larsen...
It's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you next year.